My name is Delphia. I've been behind the wheel of a truck for 12 years. I've seen all 48 contiguous states. I've had 3 divorces. The kids live with their mother. My life is 3 things: the road, my truck, Bessie, a 2007 Peterbilt 379, and a radio full of static. I thought nothing could scare me. Until the night of October 14, 2019. Nebraska's Interstate 80. 455 miles with no trees, no towns, just sky and land. Drivers call it the corridor of silence. Where the radio cuts out, GPS fails, and the only sound you hear is the buzz of the marker lights. That night, I was right in the middle of that corridor, between exit 353 and 367, 100 miles from the nearest town. There was a light rain. Not heavy, but steady. It was 2:17 a.m. I had just dropped off my load in Omaha and was heading toward Lincoln. The radio was just playing white noise. Even Nebraska's 24-hour religious stations were gone. And Bessie started making a strange sound. Her engine was fine, but the fuel range kept fluctuating between 250 and 50 miles. At first, I thought my eyes were tired. Lights in the distance, about half a mile back. But these lights had a pulse. Exactly every 9 seconds, on, off. Not like hazard lights flashing. A full rhythm, like a heartbeat. It was slow, about 40 miles per hour. I was doing 65. I caught up to it in 10 minutes. When I got within 200 yards, I saw the first weird sign. The car's shadow on the wet road wasn't moving. My truck's headlights should have cast a moving shadow. But the shadow was still. It was as if the car wasn't on the ground, but floating. Then, at 50 yards, its lights went off. But I could still see the car's shape. An old station wagon, probably a 1970s Chevrolet Caprice. I pulled up alongside it. Its windows weren't tinted. They were black. Absolute black. But from a certain angle, when my headlights hit them just right, I thought I saw inside. The driver's seat was empty. But the steering wheel was turning. It turned slowly, about 20 degrees left, then right, like someone navigating a curve. But there were no hands on the wheel. I had 2 choices here: speed up and leave, or stay and see. 12 years of experience told me to leave. But something kept me there. Maybe loneliness. Maybe fatigue. Or maybe something else. I downshifted and slowed to 40 miles per hour. I matched its speed. For 10 miles, we drove side by side. Like 2 silent partners in a strange dance. Then its hazard lights flashed 3 times. A specific pattern, 2 short, 1 long. Again, 2 short, 1 long. In trucker code, that means, I have a problem. But this car didn't have a problem. It was moving steadily. I responded with a flash of my high beams. And in response, all the car's lights came on for 3 seconds. For the first time, I saw the inside clearly, empty. Completely empty. Suddenly, the car slowed down and pulled onto the shoulder. I stopped about 100 yards ahead. I didn't turn Bessie's engine off. I sat in the dark and watched in the mirror. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. No movement. Then the car's interior lights came on. And this time I saw, on the back seat, there was a large red suitcase. A suitcase that wasn't there before. It was stupid, but I got out. I grabbed my flashlight. The cold Nebraska air hit me. When I got within 20 feet of the car, the driver's side door opened. No one was there. But the car's radio turned on. The sound of an old country station, from the 70s. A song about a lost highway. I moved closer. On the dashboard, there was a folded piece of paper. With a trembling hand, I opened it. It said, "Honk 3 times long." That was a phrase my dad, who was also a trucker, always used to say when he was in trouble. My dad died on this very highway 15 years ago. I ran back to my truck. Started the engine. As I pulled a U-turn to leave, I saw in my mirror the car was still there. But now 3 shadows were standing behind it. Shadows without detail. Just human shapes. I fled to exit 359, to a 24-hour gas station. When I stopped, I was breathless. I got out of the truck. And there it was, on the windshield, in fresh fingerprint smears. "You should have followed longer." It was still raining, but the writing was dry. As if it had just been made. The police found nothing. No camera footage. No witnesses. I still drive today. But I never drive in Nebraska after midnight anymore. And some nights, when I'm alone on a dark road, I turn off my lights and look in the mirror, and wait. Not out of fear. Out of curiosity. Because now I know some journeys don't end. Some passengers are just waiting their turn to ride.